Hey, everybody, and welcome back into Locked On Bama. And today we're going to talk about for days now, for weeks even. Kind of cooled off for the last 12 to 24 hours. And so today we're going to talk about practice beginning on Thursday. We'll also talk about some of the other commitments trying to recruit Keon Keeley. Okay, I lied. We're going to talk some recruiting. And then also going to talk about Eli Gold, his health issues and what's going on there. And, could this be a permanent thing for Chris Stewart to take over? Who knows? Regardless, prayers up for Eli Gold. We'll talk about all that and more on today's Locked On Bama, so stick with us.
You are Locked On Bama, your daily podcast on the Alabama Crimson Tide. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back into Locked On Bama. Luke Robinson, that's me. Jimmy Stein, that's him. Jimmy, how are you today?
I'm tired, but I'm excited. I mean, the countdown for me starts as soon as the previous season is over, and you count down to the next season. And to me, the season starts tomorrow. I know it doesn't for most of you. Most of you, don't consider the season started until Alabama kicks off against Utah State. But for me, it starts tomorrow, and that's because starting tomorrow, there's an NFL game on television. Alabama's practicing. There'll be news. Nick Saban speaks to the press about the team tomorrow, and it's just daily news regarding football until games literally do kick off. So it's football season to me starting tomorrow, and the long off season has come to an end. But man, it just seems like there's a lot of Alabama news. I guess it's because the incredible amount of recruiting news and thoughts.
It is amazing. For the longest time, as I'm getting a phone call, for the longest time, we were the only kind of people that followed recruiting, the recruitniks like you and I. And now, like, that takes precedence over almost everything but the game, but the actual game.
Yeah, that's true.
But let's start with practice, because tomorrow we'll start practice. What exactly can we expect tomorrow? Are you expecting anything at all tomorrow that'll make you go, wow?
I think the news is going to come from Nick Saban's press conference. I think I'm expecting some level of injury news. I don't know what that injury news will be. I don't know who he's going to say. I know there's rumors of minor injuries to Cam Latu, Earl Little, Aaron Anderson, Dallas. But I just say that's rumors because it's just rumors. I mean, I don't know anything factually certain, so I'm anxious to hear what Nick Saban has to say about that, because he's obviously going to be asked about it. To my knowledge, no one has told me in any way, shape, or form that any player is hurt and going to miss games. So I don't know of injury news. I'm just saying that's one of the things I would like to know about that Nick Saban is sure to address tomorrow in his press conference. So looking forward to that, and just talk about the lineup. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most in terms of like what's going to be newsy. It's probably just the same. I think we'll get photos and we will get video from the football program. So we will get to see as fans, 2 or 3 minutes of video footage, and it's better than nothing. I wish we had reporters were allowed there. Maybe that'll change. I hope. But I'm looking forward to the video, and I'm looking forward to the photos of the guys. I'm sure there's a lot of guys who've worked on weight gain and weight loss in the off season. So looking forward to that too. And then to cap off the day, Jaguars and Raiders tomorrow night, and there'll be some Alabama players on the field.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I don't think that we'll see a lot of action from some of the Alabama guys. I mean, Josh Jacobs probably won't do it. But, it's Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Drake, so they got to play a running back. So, hopefully they get to play a good bit. Who else? I know there's somewhere for the Jags. Who am I missing here?
For the Jags, Dylan Moses? No, he's cut, isn't he?
Yeah, he's out.
The irony of this whole thing, when we hang up, I'm finishing up one article that I'm working on for On 3. And then the article I'm doing right after that is Alabama players in the game tomorrow. So I wish you'd asked me in about 2 hours. But I know the Raiders, but off the top of my head, Cam Robinson, of course, plays for the Jaguars. Cam. So it might be Cam. And I wouldn't think Cam Robinson will play too many snaps in a preseason game like this one.
Jimmy, I hope Jimmy's still with us.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. Are you there?
Maybe they lost me.
I see you. I see
okay.
you. I see you. I hear you.
Okay, Dan. Let's go ahead and tell everybody about Built Bar. Built Bar, the absolute best. You know it is. You know you want some. Let me introduce you to a new favorite, cookie dough chunk puffs. They have a light and chewy texture, real cookie dough chunks, and of course they're covered in 100% real chocolate. All of the joys of eating cookie dough without the hassle of making it, plus it's healthy for you. Cookie dough chunk puffs are only 160 calories, and they have a whopping 15 grams of protein in them. I say a whopping 15 grams of protein. Run to Built.com to snag a box for you and the fam. It will be the perfect treat, or you can find a really good hiding place you can just order for yourself. Go to Built.com, use promo code LOCK15. Built.com, use promo code LOCK15 for 15% off that order. Go to Built.com, use promo code LOCK15 for 15% off that order. That's Built.com. All right, Jimmy, sorry if anybody out there listening, if I cut him off or whatever.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Oh,
can you
good.
Hear me? So
yeah, I'm just seeing you. You have the screen up where it's just you, which is great. I'd rather not be on the screen because I'm all right. Oh crap! There I am.
There you are. It's worse than you thought. Jimmy, let's talk about this. We said we weren't going to talk a lot of recruiting, but one thing that has become a phenomenon among Alabama commits is trying to recruit Keon Keeley.
Yeah, they're like fans. They're like the fans tweeting at the recruits.
I think it's creepy when fans do it. I think it's awesome when our recruits do it.
Sort of. It's less creepy for sure. And yeah, it just shows how important it is to them to play with other good players. I mean, they want to play with other good players. They know who the top targets are. So that's interesting because I don't recall, there wasn't a wave of players, trying to get Brayson Hubbard aboard, but there's a wave of players trying to get Keon Keeley aboard. I mean, I think they know who the targets are, and they're it's not just friends talking to friends,
Yeah, but I mean, we've seen everybody from Cole Adams, even. I mean, everybody is tweeting at Keon Keeley. Richard Young has, Justice Haynes has, Olias Alinen has. I believe I'm saying that's right.
His mother, yeah, even his mother did. His mother told Keon Keeley on Twitter that Keith's mother told Olas that Keon is half Norwegian.
Whoa!
How about that?
Whoa! That's news. Well, it's really broken on Twitter, but we kind of broke it in the podcast universe. So that's interesting. Okay, regardless, we need Keon Keeley in this class. I mean, I say we need him at this point. It's all gravy, but we want him badly in this class.
I don't want to be greedy, so this is what I'll do. I'll make a deal with the recruiting gods. I'll take Keon Keeley or Damon Wilson. I won't complain if it's one of the two.
What if Alabama gets Wilson, Keeley, Russell, and Smith?
Well, just mail us the trophy. Why are we playing the games? I mean,
it would save some time, wouldn't it?
That would be ridiculous. And Cormani McClain, who I think Alabama has an excellent chance. It is crazy how this class is going, and when I say I never would have believed it, this is exactly what I expected a few months ago. And then NIL sort of hit like an earthquake to the point I sort of talked myself out of believing that Alabama would sign the number one class because I thought we'd lose too many kids to mega deals. And I kind of anticipated Alabama slipping to third or fourth because too many kids were lost to mega deals. And that could happen. That could still happen. But things right now are going better than I imagined it could with this landscape.
All right, Jimmy, we're going to take a break. When we come back, I want to talk about this Eli Gold, Chris Stewart situation. All right, I called it an Eli Gold, Chris Stewart situation. That's a horrible way to frame it. Eli Gold is dealing with some health issues. They sound relatively serious. They're always serious when when it's you. But
Yep.
Eli's a little bit older. He's had some up and down health moments overall. He's been calling Alabama games since
89.
Ole Miss shut us out.
I think it was 1989 as I remember it.
No, 89 is because I went to the game in 89. That's when LA. I mean, maybe they didn't shut us out, but we had no passing yards. That's what it was.
That was 1990.
Huh?
No. We lost to Southern Miss in 1990.
I said Southern Miss. Southern Miss.
Southern Miss. Yes, Southern Miss in 1990. But Eli was calling games in 89. The season
I know,
before.
but I'm saying Ole Miss.
Ole Miss was 88. That was the game when we lost in the brick through the window, and Alabama had no passing yards.
No,
that
zero
was 80.
Never heard of that.
That was John Forney was still doing those. I think Forney was doing the play-by-play that year, and then Eli came in, and his first year was the Gary Hollingsworth SEC co-championship year in '89. But that's 11. That's 32 years of calling Alabama games. That's a long time.
Shoot, it's longer than that. It's 33 years, right? I mean, because you got to count last year. I guess 32 years because you got to count 88.
89, yeah.
Right? Yeah. So anyway, prayers up for Eli, okay? And we're all pulling for him. We wish Eli the best. The way I see this going, and maybe this isn't the way it happens, but the way I see this going, Jimmy, is Chris Stewart is going to take these reins. He's going to do an unbelievable job, and that's going to be the passing of the baton moment. Now, there's some people out there. I've been very proud of Alabama fans because they have been incredibly supportive of Eli Gold in this moment, on message boards, on social media, on sports radio. They have really just sent all their prayers up. But I also know Chris Stewart personally. I know what a good dude he is, and I think he would do a fabulous job and take the reins on this. And, look, you hate to get the job this way, right? If you're Chris Stewart, you knew you were the man in waiting, but you wanted Eli to go out on his own terms. And maybe Eli does come back. I mean, the way they're framing it, he could come back middle of the year. He could come back next year. I just feel like this is one of those things where he probably won't come back, and we need to be prepared for that. But the good news is I think we have an incredible talent in waiting in Chris Stewart. I think he's fabulous. I think he's going to be living a lifelong dream getting to call these football games, and I'm happy for him just as I am very concerned about Eli.
Yeah, exactly as you put it. I mean, I think my emotions are the same, as upset as I am over Eli clearly having a very serious health issue. I'm as equally excited for Chris Stewart because we know this is his dream. I know Chris well, super guy. I mean, super guy. Every bit, what you imagine him to be if you don't know him personally. But I bet if you're an Alabama fan and you've heard him do the basketball call, then you do know him personally because that's legit Chris. I mean, that's who he is. That's not an act. That's who he is. And I'm very excited for him because he has a career dream coming true. And you know what I thought of today for the first time is, I mean, what occurred to me today, Luke, is, on those CBS SEC games of the week, they pick out a play of the day, the biggest play of the game, and then they replay a radio call of that team. And we've heard Eli do it for as long as there's been an SEC on CBS. But now this fall, it'll be the play of the game will be called by Chris. And I think that in and of itself, just that blows me away. And will blow Chris away. So I think we're lucky as Alabama fans to have a guy on deck as ready to go as Chris is. So I think it's very exciting. But at the same time, like you said, this isn't how you wanted it to end with Eli, who frankly has now called seven national championships. He's called 7 Alabama national championships, the 92 one for Gene Stallings, and all 6 of the ones that Nick Saban has won at Alabama. Eli Gold's been on the call for all of it. So he's no exaggeration. Eli Gold is a massive part of Alabama football tradition now.
Jimmy, yeah, I'm sorry. Apparently, one of us is having a stream issue.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's you or it's me, but we'll just call it a day right here. We will be back tomorrow with a practice report for sure at some point. Can't wait for that. That's always a big thing. So until then, everybody roll tide.
Roll Tide.